Hey everyone, this is SamFam, and welcome to the 2K Lab channel. Today we're going to take a look at one of the best playmaking badges on NBA 2K22. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the Tight Handles playmaking badge. Now, by 2K's definition, this badge is supposed to improve a player's ability to break down their defender, but what it really does is it allows you to stun your defender with size-up moves. So you can see me here using Tight Handles against the defender, and I was able to stun him, and right out of the stun I was able to finish the basket. So this is essentially a very skill gap type of badge because you must line up the stun with a move that allows you to separate from the defender once you stun him. But the first question you should ask yourself is, what move stuns the defender the most? And not surprisingly at all, it is the Curry Slide trigger move that stuns it the most. So that's right stick, diagonal down to your opposite hand with turbo. That is the most efficient way to trigger Tight Handles as a size-up move to stun the defender. So Curry Slide obviously, but any other animation that has the same trigger, that's the one you want. But there's one more thing you gotta add before you get the full potential of the Tight Handles badge, and that is you must combine it with the handles with Days badge. This is because, as we know, if you get the handles with Days badge to the Gold or Hall of Fame level, you essentially get a 100% increase in the amount of chain dribbles you can do, and Tight Handles is essentially trying to stun defenders with chain size-up moves. So now let's take a look at the numbers of Tight Handles in detail. So to get each tier you need 58, 71, 80, and all the way to 88 if you want Hall of Fame Tight Handles. And at the Hall of Fame level, and if you have 90 plus ball handle, you can see me here spam the turbo behind the back dribble animation. Essentially, there's a 16% success rate to stun the defender if you do this. And this move, it is the highest rate out of all of the size-up moves available, and you can see time and time again I was able to stun Jimmy Butler, who has 90 perimeter defense here. Now at no badge with 90 ball handle, the success rate is 0. So you can spam all the turbo behind the back you want. If you don't have the badge, the defender will not get stunned. If you get it up to bronze, the success rate jumps pretty high, 11%. So you can see here with the bronze Tight Handles combined with gold handles for days, you can see right there I was able to stun Jimmy Butler once there. Getting it to silver is not that much worth it at all because it only gives you about a 1% jump. So success rate only climbs to 12. So silver essentially is a waste, but you will be only really getting it to try to get the gold though. Because as you will see, gold is the sweet spot. You can see once you get it to gold, the success rate jumps to 15, giving you the largest success rate jump per tier. And you can see right there, Jimmy gets stunned, and then right afterwards he gets stunned again. But obviously though, in a game setting, when you want to apply the badge, you don't want to just spam the behind the back, right? That's why it's a skill gap badge, because you need to have trigger anticipation. You need to understand it's the behind the back that's most likely going to stun the defender. So you kind of line up your combos to have it behind the back as your stun move. You anticipate it right here, and if you see the stun happen or the badge about to flash up, you know it's going to happen, and then you're just going to go. But you have to set yourself up for that, right? So as you're attacking a defender, know that the behind the back, depending on what badge tier of Tight Handles you have, is likely the move that's going to trigger it. So every time you do it, you anticipate to see if there's a stun, and when there is a stun, you just go to your regular crossover with turbo and just escape out of it. That's how you get the most out of this badge, because if you don't have that anticipation and you react too slowly, you're not going to be able to blow by the defender once they get stunned. The recovery from the stun is fast, but it is not fast enough where if you chain a move with it, you're gone just like that. So there's a skill gap, so make sure you focus on that. And overall, here's the chart for you. Obviously, bronze is the greatest jump. Gold is the sweet spot because you definitely get the most for your return right there. Hall of Fame really isn't worth it. So for this badge, we definitely recommend that you either get it to gold or bronze at the minimum. Alright, and make sure you do have the trigger animation anticipation. And if you enjoyed this video, add us a like. Hopefully this helped you out. Make sure to visit the website, and we look forward to speak to you again very soon.